Weekly Horoscope, week commencing 27th of June till 3rd of July 2022. For all of you. Aries, weekly conclusion, week commencing 27th June till 3rd of July 2022. The conclusion of the week for Aries. For this coming week, Aries, this particular week will take you through some sort of a bumpy ride in matter of your business, profession. Aries, you may find it difficult to finish your project successfully on time. It is better not to start anything new during this particular week. If you employ, try to avoid any kind of arguments, misunderstanding with your seniors, employers, or government employees, or government department. Aries, in this week, some of you also see a change of your position during this phase of time. Keep a close eye on your enemies, and as a lot of your enemies may create a problem for you at this particular week. Your finances, may I say, require a proper attention as you are likely to lose on undesired expenses. Cut down on urge to spend money. Don't overspend any money. This period also brings you ample opportunity to for traveling. Moreover, this particular week also keep you away from your nearest to this one. But look after your relationship. Financial opportunities will come up in this week, but difficulty may arise from tendency to be extravagant. In this week, Aries, not to spending in a wrong way, but be extra careful when you're spending money. And because you will like to have a lavish spending on your comfort or luxuries, sometime maybe showing off. And you have to watch your spending. Only be in your limit. You're especially susceptible to spending a lot of money on your valuable items, assets, showing off, and may I say, even your entertainment, even your secret player. Care must be imposed in spending. Borrowing money should not be difficult, but don't borrow money, please. Investment made under this particular week are usually advantage to you, and investment in art, object of beauty or valuable items or assets will be careful, but be careful not to invest money you need in your everyday living. Don't spend that kind of money. You have to be very particular week. In this coming week, you'll come across lots of progression, solution from your problems, lot of complications, professional networking, and lot of contact with decision maker. This particular week, you have to be focused on that one. But in this week, you will be able to accomplish your goal. Beware of cheating, deception, and fraud. There will be fruitless running around, lot of tensions, health complication, and a lot of rivals positions. You have to be on guard, and you got to be careful. This particular week will offer you a lot of challenges. Challenges regarding business, regarding profession, regarding your career. You have to be very, very careful. You have to invest discipline. Sometimes you find it difficult to finish your project successfully on time. And you have to be refrain from any kind of a misunderstanding between you and the people around you. Try not to be part of a problem. Try to be part of a solution. Taurus, the coming week for you, for this coming week, the conclusion of the week for this week. Taurus, in this coming week, you will be able to accomplish your financial gain, a lot of opportunity of progression. In this coming week, Taurus, you will involve in a lot of new project ventures, new ideas. Your foreign contact will bring rewards for you, success and prosperity for you. Taurus, in this coming week, your efforts will be highly rewarded. Your career struggle will be converted into sweet success. In this week, there will be fruitless expenditures. Sometimes you can be all over the place. Sometimes unnecessary running around. You go through a lot of living arguments, conflicts with family people, with family members. Taurus, you'll have to use an applied wisdom and common sense. You got to consider a long-term future, not short-term. This particular week signifies a lot of issues, may I say, suffering or body pain. This particular week may prove to be taxing for you if care is not taken on time. You have to pay attention to your health. Any relationship, any issue with your health, you cannot take it health should not be taken for granted. You have to address any issue linked with health. And if there are any discomfort about any kind regarding health, regarding your stomach, regarding your chest, regarding your eyesight. You must go and see your doctor. You have to take care of your feet as well. Taurus, this particular time, you can take some risk to yourself, which you shouldn't. Any risk-taking tendency should be avoided. Some of you even suffering from like a nightmarish kind of a dream, or dream disorder, or lack of sleep. Your working life will be full of a lot of pressure will be there. You have to put a lot of hard work to see the face of success in your project. If measures are not taken, Taurus, some of you even have a risk to your position or work, and you can be humiliated and dishonored. Be careful. Take care of your finances and avoid any kind of unnecessary expenditure. At home, maintain a coordination with your family members. Harmony, health and happiness have to be acquired at home. Avoid any kind of unnecessary arguments or any conflicting situation with them. Some of you are also expecting a new member in the family. Socially, it's a very good period to mingle with new people and enjoy companionship. Taurus, you would be honored and your status will be enhanced in society. You're also getting a plenty of opportunity to enjoy, and you would also indulge in exotic culinary dishes. This particular period would also let you to acquire sensuous material, accessories to enrich your life. You're likely to indulge in a lot of lifestyle, valuable items, comforts, sometimes showing off. Financially, you would sail through smoothly during this phase of time. Your economic condition would also improve. If you're a student, then this could prove to be a very good period for you to succeed in your field of learning. You may also expect an annihilation of your enemies during this phase of time. But be focused, be driven. Gemini weekly conclusion. 27th June till 3rd of July, the weekly conclusion for Gemini. Gemini, in this coming week, you'll go through lots of professional struggles, challenges, complications, tedious type of situations. Gemini, you can be very much stressed out and fruitless expenditure will be there. You'll come across a lot of income resources, financial opportunity. By the weekend, your expenditure can be sky high. You go through a lot of insecurities, a lot of uncertainties. You have to be on guard, on alert. Gemini, you need to take extra care to avoid getting a bad reputation at workplace. You have to. You may feel more irritable and tired and prone to have a lot of disagreements to complete the task on hand, to meet your set objective. You may even need more effort than used before. There's a heightened chance for going on a long trip which will not bring any desired result, or may turn out not to have been necessary in the first place. Gemini, during this phase of time, you could feel more tired than usual. Your health would require extra attention as usual. You're susceptible to stomach disorders, disturbed bowel movement, discomfort in your eyesight, heart-related problems during this phase of time. Avoid activities that physically risky. There's a tendency toward accident. On the home front, you need to be extra attention on avoiding disputes among family members, making sure you get the extra rest to minimize irritability or mental tension. Disagreement may crop up between you and your family member, between you and your romantic partner, between you and your spouse, and that can affect your relationship or married life. Overall harmony, peace at home could also be challenged during this phase of time. Be extra careful. This particular period, bestow you with land or property or profit in your field of business or trade. Some of you also like to gain from your sibling. This could also prove to be good time for those who are self-employed. Some of you are also expecting a rise in income resources or position at time. Moreover, all your undertaking are likely to succeed, bringing you more financial gain. This could also be regarded as time when you would see improvement not only in your professional life, but also in your personal day-to-day life. You may also expecting an upward move in your social status, prestige, respect during this phase of time. Your personality would glow, reflecting your accomplishments. Cancerian weekly conclusion, 27th of June till 3rd of July. The weekly conclusion for Cancerian. In this coming week, there will be rising financial gain and prosperities. Cancerian, be prepared for change of place, but you got to be on alert, on guard. You can be easily targeted for major blames and accusations. Your die-hard effort, Cancerian, will bringing reward for you. You'll be participating in a lot of social events, religious events. Cancerian, refrain from any risky investment. You can have a health complications, issues. You must refrain from taking huge risks. If you're going for traveling, then you're only going for traveling if you think that this is most essential to travel at this time. If it's very important for you to travel, then you travel. Otherwise, refrain from wasting time, energy, money in any form of fruitless running around or traveling. This particular week signifies a ruffled path to success. You are likely to face a lot of trouble ranging from misbehavior of your superior, failure in effort, sorrow, disappointment, exhaustion, and so on. You are also likely to meet success after determined hard work and a lot of determination in your field of work. At the end, some of you were also able to perform better than ever. This particular period will bestow you rise in prestige, position, authority at work, but you have to work hard for that. You would also have to take extra care while handling finances, while handling legality. If employer, you may also find yourself a bit of a hard time with your employer. Your employer might not appreciate your hard work. You may feel threat of being given less work, less responsibility, or no money at all. Do not get disheartened in your efforts, and if your hard work don't give you desired result this time. If you're into trade, you may have to go through a lot of setbacks. Be careful in your dealings. This particular period may also take you through rough weather socially. Avoid arguments with anybody who has quarrels with seniors and could not be ruled out during this phase of time. You may also have to go on long trips which will not bring any desired result. Avoid activity that involve physical risky. Make sure safety is your first priority. Take care of your health and that your family. During this phase of time, you may also develop fever, stomach problem, some discomfort in your eyes. Discontentment during this phase of time may affect your peace, harmony at work, at home, at work at the same time. Be extra careful. Leo, weekly conclusion. 27th of June till 3rd of July 2022. The conclusion for this particular week for Leo. In this coming week, you'll come across lots of complications, hassles. You'll be extremely busy and overcommitted and sometimes overloaded with responsibilities. You'll be participating in a lot of social events, religious events. There'll be a happy occasion, gathering in the family. By the weekend, your foreign project will be successful and on track. There will be a rising in expenditure. Making sure you must not take any decision in anger or frustration. You've got to improve your communication for your gain, for your success, for your prosperity. You could also expecting a profit in trade, attainment of wealth during this phase of time, but with hard work, even gain from your friends. Your social prestige would see a rise and you will gain more honor in your neighborhood. And health would remain fine during this phase of time. Your sound health could be a happy occasion for the family. This particular period also signifies commencement of some spiritual constructive deed at your home, leading even more happiness. Merrymaking, distribution, indulgence of luxuries and lifestyle is expected during this phase of time. Overall, a comfortable period is donated for you and your family, leading to family peace in this phase of time. You may also suffer from a lot of muscle pain, wounds caused by some weapon. Be careful, be aware of dodgy people or dodgy companions or dodgy company. Mentally, you feel worried and disappointment most of your time. Some of you even have to go in foreign land to experience a temporary painful living. Finances would see a better care and best regarding. You're likely to lose some during this phase of time. Your professional life would require proper handling, more hard work. Some of you also have to work on an uncomfortable working environment for you while. Work hard to maintain your position, respect at home and respect at work. In your field of profession, maintain peace and harmony at home. Keep a close eye for disguised foe within your needs to do this. Some of you also developing an urge to perform some activity that may not be acceptable in your faith. In this coming week, Virgo, there will be fruitless running around and too much tension, profession, complication, fruitless expenditure. Your expenditure can be higher than your income. With the help of a decision maker, you'll achieve opportunity, progression, success, prosperity. By the weekend, refrain from any arguments or conflicts. Virgo, refrain from cheating, deception, fraud. Virgo, you got to take care of your health and well-being. Virgo, do watch your decision choices. You have to make sure that you won't make any decision choices under the influence of aggression or hate or jealousy Oh, highly emotional state of mind. Be careful. Oh, under the influence of intoxication. Watch your decisions and choices. Virgo, this particular period demand a strict watchfulness on any and all the development related to your life, health and physique. Stay clear from disease and all kind of addiction to maintain your sound health. Some of you also like to develop a blood-related problem, disorders, anemia, hemorrhage, deficiency, disease. This period also need to stay away from any weapons, disguise, food. Avoid undertaking any task that might prove to be life-risking for yourself. Finances would require proper attention, vigilantic approach. Most of you are likely to face steep declining in your finances if not handled carefully. And avoid going for any loan and try to keep yourself from debt-free. At work, you may have to put an extra effort to see success in your undertaking. Keep up your hope and work on. Hold on to your position and honor at work. And this low phase shall also pass on. Most of you also like to go on foreign trips. May not bring any sometimes desired result, but stay away from any family members for the long period of time. Sometimes people can move away from the family. Don't do that. You may also expecting a promotion at workplace, favor from your seniors, honor from your authorities. Even more opportunity could be expected during this phase of time. This particular period donates success in your undertaking, favorable culmination of your stuck-up bill. Socially, you may expect even more respectable position. Social circles will be getting wider, meaning more positive, gainful interaction, particularly with companion. Honored from your circle of friends and acquaintances. You may even expect to be honored by the highest of authority. Stand by. Libra weekly conclusion. In this coming week from 27th June till 3rd of July 2022, Libra. In this coming week, Libra, your income can be low and expenditure can be sky high. There will be fruitless running around and lot of fruitless expenditure and totally unnecessary expenditure. You'll come across lots of health issues, professional complications. For your own success of family project, you go through a lot of struggle, a lot of hassles. There will be rising comfort and luxuries. Most of your expenditure will be on family needs. Libra, you may suffer from a lot of excess mental worry due to health problem to yourself or your spouse or you need to this one. Be careful. You're likely to feel fatigue, susceptible to developing a lot of eye discomfort, stomach disorders or discomfort in your chest. Libra, you may have to take care of your spouse's health if you are married or romantic partner's health. You and your spouse are likely to develop a lot of deep mental anxiety. Most of you are likely to develop enmity with some noble person. Avoid any misunderstanding that may crop up during hypothetical differences between you and your spouse. If not handled tactfully, this may lead to big quarrels between two of you. Make peace with your friends and nearest to this one. You also likely to put a lot of anguish by your kinship. Watch your behavior. You're susceptible to using bad words, being wrathful towards your siblings or family. Your finances would need a tight watch as well. Some of you will lose some of your riches during this phase of time due to your unnecessary indulgence in a competition. Curtail your spending spree and ensure a steady income of good lifestyle, luxury, comfort, all kind of harmony, happiness. Scorpio weekly conclusion. 27th June till 3rd of July 2022. The weekly conclusion for Scorpio. In this coming week, professionally, you'll be extremely busy. Your efforts will bring financial rewards and success and prosperity. Scorpio, in this coming week, you will be in contact with professional people, which will convert into friendship. There will be solution to your tedious situation, scenario, and complication. Scorpio, you will travel around. Some of you will be out of comfort zone and go through a lot of running around, hassles. By the weekend, you go through uncertainties and issues. Most of your expenditure can be on luxuries and lifestyle. This particular period will see you on gaining wealth, acquiring valuable items and assets. If employed, you may expect much awaited a promotion and honor at your workplace. Most of you would see a success in all your undertaking. The improvement in overall financial condition would make you feel more secure, comfortable, happy. You would also be able to live in peace and sense of fearlessness would prevail in you. This is also a time to win over your enemies. You may also expecting a ceasefire of your previous quarrels or arguments or conflict. If you're caught up in any court case, you may expect a judgment that would favor you. Most of your enemies will withdraw and victory will be yours. You're likely to command more respect, more honor in society. Some of you also perform charitable deed at this time. Health would require fine this phase of time. Be extra careful to avoid unnecessary expenses. Avoid making important decision choices about finances. Support from your community, family members, even partner may seem absent to you. There could be a change in the work you do. Possibility force you let you go out of your current position, or there could be a lot of traveling, which may turn out stressful. Consciously avoid getting involved in any kind of arguments or conflict with enemies or anyone else. It is likely to be totally fruitless. You have to take care of your health. You may develop a lot of health issues like stomach disorders, blood pressure, piles, causing you discomfort. You have to take care of your health and well-being. Sagittarius weekly conclusion, 27th June till 3rd of July 2022. The weekly conclusion for Sagittarius. In this coming week, Sagittarius, refrain from out of control aggression. Refrain from over-aggression in any situation. Sagittarius, your expenditure can be sky high. You go through a lot of professional complication. Domestic complication, professional complication. Your professional struggle will be converting into success and prosperity. You'll come across income resources. There will be a change of place regarding traveling. You may be foreign traveling. Sagittarius, refrain from any personal and professional arguments with any conflicts. You got to think carefully before you speak and act and behave. You got to invest a lot of passion, understanding, care, love, affection in your personal and professional relationship. You need to put extra care not to challenge your seniors, superior at workplace, as they are likely to oppose you, resulting in enmity and humiliation. Even the relationship with your partner, neighbors, may be a bit strained at this time. Your level of enthusiasm may be all-time low, resulting in inability to overcome obstacles that come in your way of achieving your dream, objective and goal during this phase of time. This particular week may take you through setbacks in your professional activities, with general lack of progression and success. Your general health will require your care and attention. You're susceptible to a lot of health problems, particularly discomfort in your stomach, blood-related problem, fever, fatigue. Be extra cautious with your diet and avoid indigestion and food poisoning and food allergies. The health of your partner or family may be under pressure. It would be wise to move to curtail your expenses as much as possible. This period sees you losing some control in your money and expenses. Handle your enemies with care. Be cautious enough to avoid creating a new one. Your enemies are likely to give you some kind of harassment during this phase of time, particularly this time. Your health would require attention during this phase of time. You're likely to feel lackluster, sometimes weak and feverish. Some of you also catching some sort of health issues and you need a proper diagnosis. Take care of your food intake. Some of you also go through personal behavior change during this phase of time. Some of you have to go through unlikely of you to become furious, apprehensive, very strange from this to this one. Some of you even tend to lose their glory and fame during this phase of time. Development of some needless needs and urge to do some sort of a immoral deed may land some of you in a thick soup. Stay away from quarrels with family members during this phase of time. Be extra careful. Capricorn weekly conclusion, 27th June till 3rd of July 2022. The Capricorn, the weekly conclusion for this week. In this coming week, Capricorn, the weekly conclusion, you will go through a lot of official complications, health issues, headaches, eye infection, totally unnecessary stress. You come across lots of family relationship differences, clashes, sometimes personal understanding, cooperation won't be there. You go through major tedious complication, hassles, but your income resources will be there. You'll be participating in a lot of social events, religious events. You got to look after your health and well-being. Health-wise, you must look after your lower abdomen, chest. Under no circumstances you can be out of control, even overreact in any situation. More you raise level of communication, more you achieve. Most of you are likely to face difficult timing when it comes to managing your old enemies. You're likely to encounter some new enemies who could be from your own circle of friends. Some of you also befriend with some sort of wicked people whom you may suffer later on. Keep an eye on your behavior as it might become a cruel during this phase of time. And however, few of you also go through some kind of a settlement with your own people. And health would require more attention than usual. This period makes you susceptible to developing a lot of fever, discomfort in your chest. Some of you also suffer from a lot of disease, mostly related to blood or stomach. Mentally, you are likely to remain worried and under a spell of grief. Relationship would demand during this phase of time. Make peace with your family member and relative. Avoid any conflicting situation. Hold on tightly to your honor and position in society. Avoid any issue related to land, property, especially this phase of time. You should focus more on efficiency and effectiveness. Strive to make every action as to the point as possible. In your work, this could be a time to examine and refine your technique and procedure. For your mind can work clearly and sharply to discover the best way of doing things. The only problem you have to be content with at this time that you will probably not to be on the top of your heap. That is, you will probably have to work according to someone else's wishes or needs, and that is too much for you. But because of this, you can find out whether you can lower your ego drive where the situation requires it, and sometimes it's too much to ask. Aquarius weekly conclusion. In this coming week, your income can be low, expenditure can be sky high. Most of your time will be wasted in fruitless activities. Your income resources will be there. Your efforts will be rewarded. You will be in contact with a lot of professional decision makers. Your expenditure will be on luxuries and lifestyle. Beware of wasting your time in fruitless journeys. In your family relationship, you will come across a lot of challenges. Your struggle will be converted into success and prosperity. Your courage and enthusiasm will help you to win over any of your complicated situation. This particular time mostly denotes a period of monetary challenges, decline in your mental peace. On the work front, you have to take extra care not to get into bad books of your seniors. Avoid argument with your employer or senior staff at your workplace. You may have to deal with some obstacle which could be related to competitors, authorities, or peace. You have unfriendly relationship. If your expenses are, if you express your mental anxiety, you're likely to lose goodwill amongst the friends and family. Health would require attention, as you may feel sick and lethargic. Mental anguish, fear, restlessness may cast their spell on you. Make you are more prone to be offended by others. You may have to become unstable in your temperament. Issue related to family become a matter of concern for you. This being in good timing could be regarded especially well for financial gain. During this phase of time, you're likely to make money in your trade and profession. You're likely to acquire a lot of valuable ornaments during this phase of time. Work should be on smooth sailing. You're likely to be succeed in matter of importance. Your new undertaking would see success. If employer, you're likely to be promoted to a position of greater authority and honor. Your success would boost your self-confidence, strengthen your willpower. Health would remain good. You would shine in health and with vigor and vitality. Your enthusiasm is likely to be at top. You would be relieved from your past confusion and obstacles. Your enemies would be defeated. You would be at peace with your mind. Pisces weekly conclusion. 27 June till 3rd of July 2022. The weekly conclusion. In this coming week, the conclusion of the week is this. There will be a great improvement in your professional work. A lot of your complications will be resolved, done and dusted. There will be rising financial gain, rising professional networking. There will be rising in comforts, luxuries, lifestyle. By the weekend, you'll go through few fluctuation in your professional career. There will be fruitless running around, unnecessary tensions, losses in your joint ventures, business partnership. You got to look after your health and well-being. You have to take care of your finances and focus on the safety of your valuable item. You may suffer from a lot of losses due to theft, cheating, deception, fraud. During this phase of time, you have to be extra careful. You may also face a rutted phase at your workplace due to several unpleasant situations. Keep yourself away from arguments. Watch your word of speech before uttering them to anybody. Your work or profession may see a very low phase during this phase of time, and some of you even lose some position if not handled properly or carefully. Beware of your old enemies. Avoid creating new ones. You may also developing a negative emotion of jealousy towards others during this phase of time. Beware of any punishment from the government authority or state of authority. Be careful. During this phase of time, you're likely to be friends with some sort of a wicked people and get involved in more arguments, more conflicting situations with your family and dearest one. It would be better to avoid any arguments with your seniors, mentors, well-wishers. During this phase of time, this particular period could be distressful. Be careful. Prone to experiencing grief or time of misery. Your mind may have hard time to staying focused or constructive thoughts. Sometimes too much to ask from you. Instead of being drawn to find an escapism in something of addictive nature like alcohol, compensating for the restless state. Married life during this phase of time become more tense. There could be also a considerable decline in personal happiness. Don't let the disturbance in your mind project itself in creating any kind of quarrels with your family, or even peace or home may suffer. Overall, you may experience a dip in your happiness in your domestic social realm. On the health front, your mental disturbance may reflect in some physical complaint or even alignment. Plan for journey may face obstacles, and when you do travel, you may have a problem being comfortable, such as lack of comfort will not, sometimes expected comfort or lack of comfort will be there. It's like sometimes what you need, something is missing. Please press the bell for the likes and share our the content with family members and friends, and try to become our subscriber if you can. Then we can share a lot of content with you, like a monthly horoscope, monthly forecast report with you, yearly horoscope report with you, transit effect of Rahu Ketu for you for the whole year, Jupiter's transit effect for the whole year, Saturn transit effect for the whole year, as well as the very important link of live show. You can live streaming we can share with you, and you can participate in the live shows where you can have a live show consultation in which you can give me your name, date of birth, place of birth, time of birth, and I will open the birth chart. You can raise the question. I'll give you answer to all of your questions. You can have the benefit of, if you become our subscriber, if you press the bell for like, you can achieve that. But if you are thinking in this coming week, you are making like this particular week, you are taking any important decision or choices, and you are making an important move, and you want to know kith and kin of this particular week, then you need a full analysis of the weekly horoscope report, which you can acquire it from the website, which can give you complete analysis of the whole week with extensive weekly report, with task, precaution, chanting, and our predictions are applied predictions. So you can get the weekly horoscope report if you need astrological support. Kindly visit my website, Prakash, astrologer.com. Acquire the weekly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best.